Yes, ladies and gentlemen, top bins. We are back in the building. We apologize for last week. Back to school's going on. Lives are getting busy. Um, Unfortunately, the flu
Illness hit
got
the
me.
dressing room.
Yeah,
That's what it
illness
was.
in the dressing room.
Dressing room, yeah.
Heidi and I were down.
Spread like an absolute wildfire. Somehow I avoided it. But
Sure
yeah,
did.
two of the
But
three were done. But we're up and running.
we're back.
We're
We're
back.
back. It's episode 6. Quite a bit to talk about. Not gonna go on and on like we have in the past. We're missing Lighty tonight.
Yeah.
But I go by Fully, aka the Mayor Goes, the host with the most. I'm pretty pissed off at my football team right now, but so it goes. But Mr. Parlay pays me. JC, his back, and I hear that you're back.
Yeah, he's pretty hot right now. What they say, I'm seeing the board clearly. Hit another double tonight. But yeah, no, it feels good to be back. We are on the cusp again, fully, of back-to-back wins. We find ourselves in the position where United are 1 win away from winning back-to-back games. So yeah, today I'm feeling good. I'll let you know how I feel Saturday morning.
I don't think you will get a better chance to win back-to-back.
I don't think for 3 in a row, and then Sunderland at home after that.
Sunderland. What's this week?
Brentford away. They are good at home, but still,
good at home.
This is a good chance for them to do it.
It's as good a shot as you're gonna get.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's go back to last week. I know the hate watch started early because it was Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest first thing. Frankie Booster ringing up my line. I hope you don't ruin your Saturday. I hope it don't ruin your Saturday. Well, my Saturday was not ruined.
No, at all.
Pretty comfortable win. I didn't really have to get out of second gear. Blah, blah, blah. Gyökeres gets on. Zubamendi with 2 goals.
2 goals, yeah.
I mean, everybody had him as fantasy captain, right?
Great strike, too.
Yeah, I took a deflection.
Yeah. It struck it well.
Hit the net.
But nice, comfortable win for Arsenal, which we expected.
Yeah, we didn't expect anything different.
Good save from Raya, though. Tell you what, I actually have Raya right now. I've been the best total keeper in the league, not named Allison. Allison's had his kudos, still an elite keeper, but I actually think David Raya is the best keeper in the league. I think Donnarumma is a better shot stopper, but David Raya with shot stopping and his feet is the best keeper in the league for me. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, he's got some good defenders in front of him. No, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
He's got back-to-back golden
I just
gloves.
know you don't like giving credit, but no, you're right.
No,
He does have some very good players in front of him.
I feel like Allison, people will say, oh, he concedes a lot of goals. Well, that's just how Liverpool play.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's still elite.
And we'll talk about how teams play and how they set up
Yeah.
a little later on in the show. But yeah, Forrest was comfortable. It was a great save. Chris Wood knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
Nothing about it.
Yeah.
Great save. So, credit to him. And then what was the 11 o'clock game?
11 o'clock.
After you win that early game.
You're just comfy.
Out.
Exactly. There were 2 0-0s, Palace and Sunderland, Everton and Aston Villa. I'm not going to spend long on that. Aston Villa, you've had Emery, alarm bells? Yet or too early?
If you're a Villa fan?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hitting the same wall he hit at Arsenal.
Yeah.
18 months.
Yeah.
I still feel like Villa as a club
have not recovered
from
last day of the Champions League. That last day of the season has haunted them.
Their goalkeeper wanted to leave, said goodbye, clapped, got sent off the last game of the season. Hung his contract out for anybody that would pick it up. Nobody did. Tucks tail, comes back. He's not, in my opinion, and I've said this numerous times, Lionel Messi is great.
Yeah.
He's the greatest.
He is.
I mean, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys living off his name.
100. That's why we do this show, because we have a very similar random football opinions. There's a lot of guys living off.
Yeah. I will say,
Rodrigo de Paul's one of them.
Save of the year, that year, World Cup year.
Colomwani. Should score, but doesn't matter. It's a great save.
It's a great save.
Great save.
Take nothing away from him.
No.
Great save. However, that little cameo and them winning it.
And then he won best goalkeeper in the world.
He won the goal. He won, So he wins the World Cup. He's the best goalkeeper, straight up. But it was a Band-Aid over a broken arm. He's not that good.
Nah.
He got sunk a bunch ever since.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because Arsenal fans always, we should have kept him. We should have kept. He can't play with the ball.
Yeah,
he's not good with the ball at his feet.
No.
That's what the manager wants. We took the money for the goalkeeper that got us the most money.
Yeah,
and we moved.
Yeah,
for club, he's never done anything exceptional.
No,
but gets sent off on the last day and possibly cost his club a shot in the Champions League. But anyway, we move. The other one, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. But Enzo's up there. Enzo is
up there as well. There's a few guys in that team. No, believe me.
And I always go back to this, and they beat us fair and square on penalties.
Yeah.
But you know how they say...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know how they say everybody's tough until a tough guy
shows up? Yeah.
If you remember when Van Dijk came, not even running in, strolling in.
Yeah.
Put his chest on one of those little Argentines, and he left the picture.
I know.
None of them did anything to Van Dijk. So all these little fake tough guys that are running around...
And they're a diabolical bunch. This is not an Argentina hate.
No, this is not an Argentina hate.
But they are a diabolical bunch of footballers.
They wound me up. Enzo's one. You've got one.
Yes.
And to be fair, my opinion,
him
trying to be a tough guy is why he gets getting injured.
He gets hurt a lot.
You are a 5'0" footballer, mate.
No, exactly.
Playing in England.
Exactly.
You can't go around trying to beat people up if you're not tough.
No, 100%. 100%.
But anyway, that's a quick one.
Yeah, that's enough for Argentina rant. But it's true. But yeah, I think Villa are kind of in trouble, and even we'll talk about it this week. Final
Villa
game
might go down.
You think it's that bad?
I don't think they will, but even Morgan Rogers doesn't want to be there.
No. Ollie Watkins was kind of sharp. It's a lot of guys there. I think Konza was probably looking for a move. He's had a really good season. Had some England. He's kind of a regular. So
no, he's hurt.
Yeah. The other at Fulham Leeds. Actually, before we had the break, this is actually a really bad week of football. A couple weeks ago, it wasn't really that many great games. Fulham beat Leeds. Good result for Fulham. We had Newcastle beat Wolves. That was a boring game. Walter Mata got a good header.
First
goal. Yeah.
You know what pissed me off? Then they sat him in the Champions League.
That was quite annoying.
I just
don't understand it,
bro. He's going to be your striker. I get Anthony Gordon,
and I kind of like him.
He looked half decent.
Yeah.
But Anthony Gordon's not a striker.
He's not.
I get that he's suspended, so he wasn't going to play much. So he's fresh.
Yeah.
But anyway, what happened on delayed game?
We had West Ham got spanked by Spurs.
Spanked.
They're
in trouble.
West Ham are in trouble. Graham Potter, I think I have him as first sack. Actually, is that management sack? Yeah. I'm not going to know. Nuno deserves his flowers. He wasn't sacked. There was a disagreement.
No.
But he was still sacked, yeah. But Nuno deserves his flowers. But Nuno to West Ham could make some sense.
I've seen
play deeper, get them sorted. But yeah, Spurs 3-0. Then we had the late one, the Garnacho falling asleep at the back post. Chelsea fans are not happy about him.
I thought it was offside.
Yeah, I'm not blaming all him. But 2-2, Chelsea, Brentford. They were up 2-1.
I'll tell you what, some good goals in that game. Jordan Henderson played a beautiful, 40-yard stretch ball over the top. Took a deflection, goes in. Cole Palmer. I tell you what, whatever you think of Cole Palmer, and I do feel like there's a little too much. I mean, he disappeared for half.
He does. Before this game, this is his first goal from open play since January.
Yeah. So
he scores a lot of penalties, which they need to be scored. But his stats are a little bit elevated from the penalties he gets.
But his finishing, oh my,
yeah, I know.
I mean, the one-touch bottom corner against Brentford, and then I'll just move ahead. Bayern Munich, on the counter, carries the ball, give and go, boom, and absolutely tosses this thing right in the top dance, which is what we like to see.
Great finish.
He can finish, but then like you said, Brentford at the death, long throw, which everybody seems to be. It's a copycat league.
Yeah, it is a copycat.
Copycat world.
Yep.
I thought he was offside.
Yeah.
The striker. His foot is offside.
It looks like it.
He tries to play the ball even though he doesn't. But I learned this week that common sense and offside don't get along.
No, they don't. And if they've moved to the automated system, but still nobody knows what's going on. I will say about Brentford that they are pretty good at the G-Tech. And they've sold some players. I still have them in the bottom 3 to 5. I think they could go with anybody. But at the G-Tech, that is their they just don't lose there to anybody.
That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Home form is definitely their bread and butter.
So yeah, 2-2 Chelsea-Brentford. Chelsea off to a little bit of an iffy start this season. But to be honest, other than Liverpool, it doesn't look like anyone's that great. I don't think Liverpool's that great, but hey, they've won. Moving on to Sunday, we obviously had this one here, highly controversial. Actually, it wasn't controversial. Liverpool-Burnley. It was a terrible game of football. I thought Burnley deserved the point, but it's a handball. It's an extremely fortunate bit of lucky play, but it's a handball.
Hannibal.
That's clever. That's really good.
Absolute idiot.
Though, to be fair, yes, I'm going to say that it's a mental lapse because he defends the cross, but you just know how, just jump. Keep your hands to the side. Once you saw the arm like this, the camera, it's a handball.
He didn't even jump. He just went like this.
Yeah, it's just lazy. But hey, Liverpool.
But 2 weeks in a row, in extra time versus United,
Yeah.
tug on New Jersey, penalty.
Yep, no, right.
And then the very next week at home, extra time, it was 0-0. You look like you're getting a point. Liverpool did not look like scoring.
No,
I said it wouldn't, but they didn't look like it. And the guy puts in what was probably going to be a harmless cross, and you defend it like this.
Exactly.
Bless him that he didn't even argue.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah.
Because that one thing I absolutely hate is when people do something ironically stupid or intentionally stupid and then argue it.
Yeah, that was a stone wall.
Yeah.
And the old adage, bad teams find a way to lose games. And then we had the derby. A lot of United fans kind of lost their minds over this. I was naturally disappointed that we lost. I do think 3-0 was flattering a bit, but you look at the third goal, the third goal City score, we're kind of stretching for it. But I thought United started the game pretty well. And it has to be said, everyone said, City dominate. United actually have the best record versus City since City have turned into this behemoth of what they are in 2008. United have won more games at the Etihad than anyone in the league. So we actually do have a decent record there. Today just was not that day. Thought we managed the first 20 minutes well. I thought Doku has really upped his level the last few weeks, has to be said. Gets the assist. Great header from Foden, who's alive. Phil Foden is alive. If we've been looking for him for 18 months. Thought he got a little bit fortunate. He goes across it. Dalot blocks it.
100%.
Comes right back to him. But credit to Doku. It is a peach of a ball.
One thing that stuck out to me on that goal, and everybody would probably disagree with me, Bruno watches his man.
He does.
I get that the cross is blocked, but you can't shut off.
Can't shut off. No,
you have to get back, and that's your man, and that is one of the gripes that many United fans have.
Play him as a 6 as well. They try to play him as an 8, but he's really playing alongside a 6.
I don't know.
And he does that a lot. He does. He forgets. I will say also, on the schedule-wise, this game came at a bad time for United and a great time for City. We don't make the schedule, but in this league, as we've seen, the schedule can be your best friend at times. City coming off 2 losses, had not looked great, get an international break, 2 weeks to prepare for United. United get a win, probably feeling good of themselves, knowing they had to go to City. And then it just became the Erling Haaland show. Bang, bang, 3-0. Thank you very much. I would say Donnarumma, a great save on Mbeumo. I think at 2-0. Not saying we would have got back, but we know 2-1 could have been squeaky bum time. You never know. But great save, Donnarumma.
The only thing I'll say is, because I was watching the game, I don't think City were ever in trouble.
No.
Especially once they went up 1-0, it was
the first goal in that game felt huge.
It was just pretty much like, how many do we get?
Yeah.
Do we give it? And Donnarumma did make a great save on Mbeumo. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
The third goal you conceded.
Yeah.
Schoolboy.
Yeah, it is.
To me, and I was pissed off this weekend because obviously we played City. The way we conceded the goal, very similar.
Yeah.
But it's schoolboy. It's borderline. You can't
suicidal.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Like as a professional footballer, as a youth footballer, you shouldn't be doing that. How do all of you get on the wrong side of Haaland?
Yeah.
All 10 outfield players were on the wrong side of Haaland. Nobody's catching it.
Nah.
But then you turn the ball over in the most basic way. You pass it right to a City player.
Yeah,
all he's got to do is kick it up the field.
And those turnovers, we've talked about it before in the show, and Kyle talks about it. Those turnovers in transition absolutely kill you at any level. At any level. It's just at this level, they are way more clinical.
Especially when you're not going to catch them.
When you're not going to catch them. And it's a bad turnover. And yeah, you expect Haaland when he does. I'll tell you what, Haaland has that feeling like he had in the first season of he doesn't look like he's going to miss one-on-ones. He's just got that air to him. He looks really sharp, and we saw that this week. But 3-0 City. Thank you very much.
This might sound crazy, but he looks like he's just humble.
A little bit, yeah.
Like it's almost like, look, I've been here, I've done everything, I've really got nothing to prove. I'm better than all of you, and I'm just going to show it.
Yeah.
Because I thought he would have gave us more stick when he scored on Sunday, but his reaction was like, yeah, see, this is what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
He's got a kid now too, which is he's pretty young. I didn't realize he had a baby. He's seeing his kid's like a year. Maybe that fatherhood's maybe just he does look more humble, looks more focused too.
Yeah.
He looks like he
That's
wants.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he looks just focused.
He just looks like he's about his business right
Yeah.
now. Like, look, I am the best striker in the world.
Yep.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna score goals. Cool.
And I think the way we'll probably go right into this week. It's obvious to anyone who's watched some football. City now are actually playing a different way. Maybe this is the iteration of Pep, another iteration of Pep. He's happy to not have the ball. He had it versus United, had more of the ball. Arsenal have more of the ball. And maybe, yes, City have lost Kevin De Bruyne and some Kyle Walker. They've obviously lost some players over the last 18 months. But I actually think the game is more direct now for Holland. Like, they actually play way more direct.
Well, like I said, if you can get that guy on the corner, you're not going to catch him.
You're not catching him there. He makes great runs. The first goal,
set her back around that's going to catch him.
no, there isn't one. Well, and I thought the first goal from City, it's a bad turnover from Arsenal, some really quick interplay from City, but the run from Holland do not. Actually, I think we messaged in the group chat. We're like, that's an unbelievable run. And then the pass from Reinders is class. Don't underestimate it.
No. My only thing with the goal, we were going to do the Champions League, but
sorry.
My only thing with that was pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Saliba should move over.
Yeah.
Whoever was, I think it was Timber was back there with him. Mm-hmm. Timber should move over.
Yeah.
Let Doku have a chance.
Yes.
If Doku scores,
yeah,
I live with that.
Yeah.
The percentages drop a bit.
Yeah.
Holland on top of the 18, Doku on his wrong foot.
It's a good shout.
That's my only thing. Just slide over.
No, you're right. I did skip the Champions. I just thought it was a good, and we'll come back to
we'll
it.
Come back.
But one thing I will say, and I don't like to give Van Dijk credit because I don't think he means the aura defending of Van Dijk. I do think Van Dijk there, he might like look at the odds and maybe lean a bit to Holland. He does do this, what they call aura defending, but
I think he does that thing where he sort of ends up in between the two.
Yeah.
And Reinders will probably shoot.
Maybe, yes.
You know what I mean? So
we actually saw in that Champions League final where that people mock it a lot, but he's kind of doing that. But it's a great point by you. Saliba could maybe step left, but we'll come back to that. We had some Champions League, and again, it's a long show. Sickness ravaged the changing room. We're all back.
Hey, the Champions League has no vibe.
Speaking of aura, it's no aura.
There's no aura. It's like, all right, cool, Champions League.
Yeah,
back.
it's just too many games. I know I'm not in it. Before people, oh, you're not in it. Yes, I know I'm not in it. My team is apparently planning friendlies in the Middle East to make some money.
Shit.
But I agree. There's just no aura. You know what it is? It's because there's no. You have so many lifelines.
Yeah.
For one, 24 teams get a knockout game, as if you don't know the format. So you really only need probably 9 points from 8 games. So, but yeah, back then 6 games you felt like it was do or die.
And you had the home and away thing, so it was like, all right,
we'll get them back.
Like I can only speak for myself. Last year we played Inter Milan away, and we lost on a penalty kick.
Yeah.
Like you would like that 2 weeks later that you have Inter at home, and it's like, all right, we could show you. Same way PSG, not that they probably care now, but at the time, we beat them 2-0.
No, exactly.
And they did not look very good.
Yeah.
It was at the Emirates. I'm sure they would have loved 2 weeks later or whatever it was.
100%.
To be able to have us back at Parc des Princes and show, nah, bro, we got something for you. You know what I mean?
That was a big deal.
Now you just play 8 random teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the ties look better.
Yes, they do.
Like Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Inter Milan. We were at
Atletico Bilbao, which is great fixture. Yeah, not an easy place.
But it just doesn't have it.
I do think I will say last year's knockout games were pretty good, but maybe that's what, to your point.
And that's a conversation I had this weekend with my mate Steve. He says, because we just talking whatever, and they have changed it this year. So if you finish in that top 8, you get the second. If you progress or whatever, the higher seed gets the second.
Yeah, they changed that last year. We call it the Liverpool rule.
Yeah, well, you call it the Arsenal rule too.
Yeah.
We had PSG at home first.
Yeah,
we had Madrid at home at first. But the ties on paper look great.
It does. And you get some different matchups.
You get the Arsenal Real Madrid, you get the Arsenal PSG, you get PSG Liverpool, which at the time we didn't know they would win it, but it looked good because it's PSG.
No, for sure.
And they've never won it, and it's a big, big team. Kylian Mbappe's moved on. Liverpool were flying high, had pretty much won the league. So the ties look better.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. But getting there, sucks.
It sucks, yeah. And me and Foley are true football romantics, but it's about money. Like these 8 games guarantee you $100 million, which is Even to United, to Arsenal, to Liverpool, that is a lot of money. So we'll run through some of the games. There were some pretty interesting games. Obviously, Arsenal beat Athletic Club. Super sub Martinelli and Trossard came on and did a thing. And it looks like, I'll tell you what, Arsenal have some real depth. If they can keep some players fit, Arsenal do have some depth now.
Well, I don't know if you read any football newspapers, but we don't have any depth because all our depth keeps getting hurt.
Injured, yeah.
Madueke out with a knee injury for 2 months now. Saka just got back. Norgard hasn't played in Bilbao. That was his first game because he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Ben White's finally back. He's been hurt. It's like, yo, man, Jesus is obviously still out. Havertz is still out. We don't know how to play Gyökeres football yet. Yeah. Even though we'll talk about
it. I would say, I gotta ask you because you're honest. Did you think Martinelli would score 1-on-1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeper should save it, but he scores.
Live, it's like that's a great finish. You look at it and it's like, bro, how are you that bad to shoot it right
at him? Yeah, no. But sometimes the ones closer to you are hard to save 1v1.
And maybe that's it. Yeah. I think he was getting ready to dive to a corner because common sense would tell you open the body.
Exactly.
And it just beat him. But same as in Madrid last year.
Yeah.
There's something about Martinelli when he comes on as I think we had this conversation last year with Garnacho.
Yeah.
When he starts, he's horrible.
Yeah.
He's a chicken with no head.
Yeah.
He runs in circles. His head is in the ground, and he just does nothing 90% of the time.
Almost has to think too much.
You bring him on as a sub, and you just tell him run in behind.
Yeah, give him easy instructions.
A ball over the top. And credit to Trossard, one touch, he hooks it.
Yeah.
It's not anything incredible about it. It's just a ball into space.
Yeah.
Nobody's can catch him. Go.
And we'll talk about it too. I would say credit to Martinelli. He showed real desire to go. Sometimes subs, it drives me crazy. Subs come on and aren't sharp, and you've been given simple instructions. Get on the end of something. Chase things down. And it's 2 weeks now. Everyone knows what happened. We'll talk about it more. But Martinelli's desire now, 2 weeks in a row, to run beyond people deserves some credit. Because sometimes you want to, like you said, chicken with his head cut off. But Arsenal 2-0. And then Trossard gets on the score sheet.
Yeah, good little goal.
Good.
Martinelli just needs to accept, and Arteta needs to accept. Yeah. That's your role,
You do wonder, can he play his way back into it?
He doesn't know. Injuries aside, he should always be a substitute.
A sub, yeah.
Because one thing he brings is pace. Yep. And tired legs can't catch pace.
And desire, pace, desire. He's a powerful runner, too.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a living coming off the bench and scoring goals.
Exactly.
Not everybody is a starter.
Only 11 guys start,
You'll get the odd game. Port Vale tomorrow, perfect game for you to play.
Yeah, exactly.
But Saturday, when we go to Newcastle, sit your ass down.
I mean, you think like his name's lost that you have one time. He's probably a Liverpool cult legend. What's the striker up top? Used to come, what's his name? Went to Milan, Belgian.
Origi?
Origi is a cult legend, really.
Yep.
And kind of accepted his role. He didn't even score that many goals for Liverpool, but he'll always be known as, scored some big goals off the bench.
Champions League final.
Yeah. Interesting result. Benfica lose to Karabakh. Shout out to Karabakh if anyone supports them. I believe they're from Uzbekistan.
Remember, Spurs didn't play anybody in the Europa League.
Yeah. They are I think their first team from Uzbekistan to win. Come back from behind. They were down 2-0. Win 3-2 over Benfica.
Got the Benfica coach sacked.
Yep.
And now
the great one, well, I wouldn't say he's the great
one.
Special one is back. Which I'm going to enjoy him back in the Champions League.
He plays against some teams he used to coach. I think Chelsea.
Really? Okay.
I think they play Chelsea.
He should get a great hand. He should. You don't think he will? I think he will.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely, he will or not?
Change that whole club.
Change that club. Yeah,
he's an absolute
legend. Yeah, legend. No,
I mean, there's John Terry, there's Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, and Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, exactly.
Petr Cech could be up there.
Yeah, and he'll be up there as well.
He was phenomenal, even more so before they had.
Yeah, and then we had a fantastic Champions League, a rematch of the final in 94 or 5. I remember watching this final. Dortmund 4-4 with Juventus.
I think
great game.
I think that was 95.
95. Dortmund used to have the sick Nike Dortmund kit, one of the best kits of all time. Lothar Matthäus, for those certified ball knowers who know who he is, played for Dortmund in that final. Yeah. Juve kept coming short, which they've, funny enough, Juventus, for the great club they are, the Bianconeri, the old lady, they've only won 2 Champions League, but they have lost a lot of finals.
Yeah, they've also played in the worst final in the history of the Champions League.
Milan at Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford.
0-2. Oh my goodness.
They should have
Shocking.
been banned from the Champions
Yeah,
League.
shocking. But they've lost a lot of finals. But yeah, 4-4 of Dortmund. Great game.
What's the tall, bold striker's name that played for Dortmund? He was from like Croatia or somewhere.
Not Carsten Janker, was Bayern Munich.
That's Bayern Munich.
Bold for Dortmund.
Tall, bold guy. Big.
Can't remember. We'll go back, yeah.
It'll come to me. But yeah, they did have a squad back
then. Yeah, Dortmund had this great team back then. What's his name, actually? Kyle's mate. Used to manage Villa, Paul Lambert.
Yeah.
Actually went to the Champions League for Dortmund. But yeah, Juve were down 4-2. Shout out to Haley Hypes.
Yo, did you see Juve on the weekend? I think it was just before that or just after that.
Yeah.
They scored in like the 5th minute of extra time.
Yeah,
an absolute humdinger.
Yeah.
I saw Haley. Shout out to Haley.
Shout out to Haley, Juventus.
And my boy Manny.
And Trowell. It's a Juventus fan. Give them some love.
Now, my boy Jermaine Elroy Jetson. Your boy, Haley said it and Elroy said it too. Because we always tease Elroy. We say Forza corruption for obvious reasons. But just a bit of banter.
Yeah.
And he says, fully bond, I'm too old. For those of you at Rangers, you all know Manny. Manny was an absolute midfield general for Rangers. Big Juve fan, big Leeds fan.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a very old school football.
Football, I love that. I feel like I'm like that.
And
you're like that too.
And he watches them. Like you would think, okay, he's a Leeds fan. He just keeps up with No, he watches Leeds. He watches Juve. You know, he is a fan.
Yeah.
But your boy said, well, I'm too old. My heart can't. Haley tweeted it. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. I just keep winning and scoring in the 94th minute. It can't go on. But
they've scored some late goals
recently. Fans are doing it too. So
good game in Madrid, actually. I thought Mason Green was really good. Marseille, Madrid, some corruption there, I think. It's never a penalty. It's just never a penalty.
You know what? I don't know, because UEFA and
don't even like each other, so yeah.
The Premier League, they just officiate things different. Did the ball hit his hand? Yes. The hell is he supposed to do? It's a brilliant tackle. What killed me, and obviously I'm not saying it's not corruption. Or you bought
I'm not saying it's corruption.
I'm not saying it is. I have no idea.
Madrid and UEFA and FIFA actually don't really get along, as we've seen. They're boycotting still.
But absolutely nobody appealed.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Like, not Vinicius was the one that got tackled.
Yeah.
Of all the people that are going to try and deceive a referee, he's in the top 5. No offense. We all know it's true.
Exactly.
But he didn't even appeal.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody appealed. Referee just blew the whistle. Everybody stopped. Yeah, penalty.
Yeah.
Huh? Whatever.
Yeah. Surprising result we want to talk about is Union Saint Gilisi beat PSV. I was surprised about that. 3-1.
I was a little.
People had that as a banker.
I was a little shocked by the score.
And then Tottenham beat Villarreal, the 1-4 derby. 1-4 made an appearance. Tottenham back in the day. 1-0 Spurs. That was the Tuesday games. Won't go old through the Wednesday. Big game obviously was Bayern Chelsea 3-1. Kind of just a normal result.
Chelsea absolutely the bed. Shot themselves in the foot 3 times.
Yeah.
I will also go on record right now. I'm going to look in the camera when I say this. Harry Kane is the best striker in the world for the last 18 months.
Yeah.
He should have probably won the Ballon d'Or, which is an absolute joke. Not because of who won it.
Yeah, Dembele had a nice year.
To see the rankings are an absolute joke.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Harry Kane is the best striker in the world and has been for the last 18 months. That is a fact. Statistical fact.
Yeah.
But it's also my opinion. And I'm glad I can finally cheer for him.
Yeah, he is a special footballer. Bro, if Harry was in English, I think he'd be rated even higher.
I agree.
Harry is like, his technique, and he's like Benzema. I know people say, no, Harry actually is like Benzema.
And he's outscored Benzema.
Yes. Harry Kane is a special footballer. And
Benzema was deadly.
Yeah.
Ramadan Benzema was
untouchable. But one thing about Benzema, he kind of vanished short. Harry, you've never watched Harry Kane and be like, oh, he vanished or he didn't show up. Even you say for England, but it's international football. But Harry Kane has been an ever-present goal scorer, assister on team. He played half his career on a team that wasn't even that good.
Bro, The guy has 96 goals in 102 games at Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Say what you want about Bayern Munich.
Still got to score the goals.
League. Bayern Munich played Chelsea on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And they did not batter Chelsea. They, again, a penalty,
Yeah.
which was clumsy by Caicedo. The first goal was the penalty. Second goal, I don't remember. Third goal, Sanchez kicks the ball out to Gusto.
Yeah.
Who's pressed by two guys, like half pressed.
Yeah.
And he turns and passes it to Harry Kane, who takes the touch and slots it past Sanchez.
Yeah.
What do you want the goalkeeper to do?
Exactly.
But Harry Kane is the best striker in the world.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to agree with that. Ajax lost 2-0 to Inter. Great game at Anfield. The Demons were there. 2-0 Liverpool. And then Marcus Llorente, who loves scoring at
Liverpool
Anfield.
should sign him.
Yeah, he's a good footballer
He'd
too.
score 15, 18 goals.
He scores a lot of goals at Anfield. And something about Atletico Madrid and Liverpool, they get together, they give you a really good football match. Atleti came roaring back. Both teams had chances to win it. And of course, the ball gets sucked in, pause, at Anfield. 3-2. Great header from Van Dijk, that has to be said. Great header.
Bro, that was a bullet.
I love how he just guides it.
Yeah, he didn't even try.
He just guides it. And then Diego Simeone rightfully lost his mind because I don't know if you've seen the fan who's getting after him. He's actually been banned. He had a 3-year ban at Anfield. Anfield have renewed his season ticket and was giving it large to Simeone, which I find crazy. Just go to the match, sit there and be a fan. Can you leave the managers alone? It's also just a group stage game. Calm down.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What did the Atletico bench do when they made it 2-2? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't watching.
I don't know.
If you were
probably gave it large.
If you were giving it to the fans,
another diabolical bunch, by the way.
If you were giving it to the fans and then you end up losing and then give it back, I'm sorry, bud, but
maybe
you just got to take that one on the chin.
And then the defending champions 4-0 over Atalanta. And then this is one of our gripes too. Why the Champions League's too drawn out? We're playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's annoying. But I get it. It's all for TV, all for money, which fair enough. Any big games? Man City beat Napoli 2-0. Red card. I didn't know if he had to be sent off, but I guess it kind of killed the game from there.
What killed the kick was they took De Bruyne off.
Yes, I know. I really felt bad.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
He ain't got the legs, blah, blah, blah. But
they didn't want to take McSauce off.
De Bruyne going back to City.
I know, just ruined the storybook.
And it's like,
that's the thing about football. Football has no care for romanticism. Football is a cruel, you know what. They do, it doesn't care.
Somebody had to go off, and unfortunately it was him. I watched the game up at Newcastle.
Oh, that was a very good game.
It was nice to see Newcastle back. Newcastle is a football team, not the greatest.
No.
I think their fans would admit that.
Yeah.
But St. James's Park atmosphere,
untouched. It's as good as anyone. And they're loud all game.
Yeah.
They are loud all game. Win or lose.
They definitely were on top in the first half.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
They needed to score.
Had to score.
They didn't.
Yeah. Maybe if they would have played Walter Mata, like we said, but I don't know.
The goalkeeper that they signed from Espanyol, Barcelona, didn't have to do anything crazy good, but he was solid. He stopped what needed to be stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in the second half, you just saw it.
The class, just kind of came.
It was just, all right, we're going to keep the ball. At some point, we're probably going to score. Mm-hmm. They did. Rashford, great header.
Great header.
If you watch it back, right? I wish Lighty was here because we always say there's such fine margins in football.
So, yeah.
If you watch it back, when the guy goes to cross, right? Rashford's bang on the penalty spot.
Yeah,
he's dead center to go, right? I think it's Dan Burn. It might be Shaw. I'm not sure. He's an arm's length away from him. He steps back towards his own goal. It's like half a step.
Half a step.
But that is all the space. Because
it's just curling on
such a good ball right to Rashford. That is all the space he needed, and he buried it.
And the fact that it's like you're saying, it's curled, it's always whipped back onto his head. It's a great header. We talked about Van Dijk's header. Again, he just guides it. Bullet header, 1-0, and Barca were up and running.
No.
I'm happy for Rashford. Happy to see him score.
No. This is the issue I have.
What's that?
Rashford's back. Rashford this, Rashford that. Until that ball went in the net, Marcus Rashford looked like a juvenile playing with grown men.
Yeah.
He was horrible.
You did say that, but that's what wingers can be horrible.
I get it.
They can float in and out the game. But he wasn't great. I agree.
He was horrible.
Yeah, but sometimes you just need that.
And then the ball goes in the net, and good Lord, the second goal.
Oh, my goodness.
Save that.
It's an unreal goal.
There's no goalkeeper in the world.
The fact he's driving that hard to his right, And there's no deflect. At first, I was like, oh, they must deflect because
No.
he pushes so hard to his right. Hits an absolute laser back to his left. Nick Pope actually just dives to dive. He knows he's not getting there. It's an unbelievable strike.
Confidence is a deadly weapon.
And now in 4 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. Got 2 goals, 2 assists, gets an assist this weekend.
Yeah.
And he is up and running. What I really liked, and I'm looking in the camera for some of these United fans who've been at Marcus Rashford is the best player to play for United since Fergie left.
Wow.
People's going to say Bruno. No, you go look at Marcus Rashford's numbers as an academy graduate. I love Bukayo Saka. If Bukayo Saka had Marcus Rashford's career, he would have a statue at Arsenal. And that's not a knock on any of them. Marcus Rashford has something like 140 goals in 300-something games. It's been fantastic. He was pushed out of the club. Who knows the real story? But I'm genuinely happy for him. He's an immensely talented footballer. Is his attitude always there? I don't know. Hearsay, but I'm just happy for him. That's my rant on that. Take it as you may. It's just unbelievable that we pushed out probably the best player since Fergie has left to me. The best player we have produced since Ferguson, and the best player to play for the club since Ferguson left.
He's up. He's in the top 3.
Yeah, it'd be probably Bruno, but I would probably take Rashford over Bruno.
I'm not giving this in any order.
Yeah,
Rashford, Bruno, Harry Maguire. There you go. There's 3 best players since Ferguson.
And you're not even taking the piss, but Harry Maguire would be in one of our better signings.
Harry Maguire is the second best striker you've had.
Okay, now he's taking the piss.
No, Rashford, finisher. Harry Maguire, Rashford.
He is a good finisher.
Who has finished better than Harry
That's
Maguire?
True. Yeah.
It's a genuine praise for. I think Harry Maguire gets way more stick
than he deserves. 100%.
He's done a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
Right. One thing about the 3 at the back, and this is why it works for England. Everybody always says he's good for England. He's got Kyle Walker next to him.
Yeah.
If he fucks up, Kyle Walker's can clean it up.
Yeah.
When you have the 3 at the back, he can go attack. If he misses it, he's got somebody to
behind him. Yeah.
Harry Maguire up top though. You ain't in the Champions League final without slab-headed striker.
Yeah, that's true.
Leon didn't learn
at the the Europa League final. Yeah.
Jeez.
No, they did not learn.
Mixed sauce, slab head. No, mixed sauce is McTominay.
But no, that wraps up our Champions League. Again,
got a good chuckle.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's just a lot. Horrible. It's just too much.
I got a great chuckle last. The City people. Oh, City have to play Thursday and then Sunday against Arsenal. It's not fair. You know, last year Arsenal played away to Spurs on Sunday.
Yeah.
Away to Atalanta on Thursday.
Yeah.
Away to City on Sunday.
Yeah.
Nobody said a word.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, yo, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. And then,
again, we don't make the schedule.
No, you don't.
And the schedule is all for money.
Yeah.
But you all voted for this Champions League.
Yeah,
you all want the money.
Yeah. Deal with it.
We're all going to get the short end of the stick sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not you this year because you're not in it.
We're not in it, no. No, we're not in it.
Nope. We haven't won it, though.
Nah, that's
we lost
true.
it once.
Then this weekend, we started off early. Hate Watch. Merseyside Derby. First one of the season. Gravenberg gets it started.
Was it a hate watch?
Not really. I mean, it's always a hate watch. And everyone right now is rooting for. They just want to see Liverpool lose because they've probably deserved. This has been the first game this season to me where they've truly deserved to win the game. I thought they were better than Everton.
Sure.
But some other ones they've gotten away with. But that's also, and it's not a knock. It's a good trait to have. But it's also fact.
That's how you win champions.
Two things can coexist. Gravenberg gets it 1-0. And then Ekitike, very good finish. I'll tell you what, Isaac's not just going to move him out of the team. I know the price is there. I'm telling you, he's not just going to, it's just, they are both going to play. It might be some type of iteration of 2 up top.
Just going to fast forward to today. Did you see what he did today? Ekitike?
I know what he did.
It's
a League Cup, though.
They beat Southampton.
Yeah.
He scored the winner.
Yeah.
He took off his shirt after he scored. He was on a yellow card. He will not play this week.
So he does get moved out.
So Isak is going to push him out of the team.
That game was that tight?
Isak actually scored the first one.
I know he scored the first one,
so, at least he's found some form.
So that game was that tight? And what was it, 2-1?
I don't know if it finished 2-1, but his goal made it 2-1. And he takes off his jersey, and there's a picture of Frimpong looking at him with his jersey off like, bro. And he turns around, and the referee is right there. Yup. buy.
Oh well, and then obviously League Cup games.
And I had
count.
2 Liverpool fans message me like, Hugo Ekitike is retarded.
Yeah.
Sorry, if that's what they told me. I don't use the term lightly, but
Yeah.
I said it last year. I have witnesses at Bay that plays for
Eintracht.
Eintracht Frankfurt. That young French boy, I won him at Arsenal. He scored a hat trick for the under 21s or under 23s or whatever. I won him at Arsenal, but he needs another year.
Yeah.
And I knew he'd be pricey. Credit to Liverpool. I don't know if that's what their intentions were, or if they did not think they would get Isak, so they just went and bought him. But credit to Liverpool. They spent the money.
Yeah.
That kid hasn't needed any time. He is a finisher.
He's a finisher.
He's the closest thing mannerism-wise to Thierry Henry that I've seen. He doesn't need time to adapt. He get ball, touch, go. Touch, go.
He can finish. He's really sharp.
I hate to say it, but I love watching him play.
Yeah. And then Idrissa Gueye gets one back. Great goal, too. Great finish.
Liverpool just concede goals.
They do concede a lot of goals.
Like, it's just like, you know what? And it's not even like the game got a little stretched.
Yeah, it did.
But it wasn't like it was a great counterattack. It was a corner, I believe.
Yeah, flicked on and then laid off really nicely.
Free kick or something, and Gay smashes it.
Smashed it 2-1. And then they Jack Grealish had a chance. Everton had some half chances, but Liverpool hold on 2-1. 5 from 5. Really annoying.
Everton haven't won at Anfield since
long
like
time.
the Titanic was on.
No, I think that Jagielka was that an equalizer. That's a great goal. Remember Phil Jagielka screaming? A screamer?
Yeah.
Jagielka!
I think that was
I think it was a draw. They haven't won there for a while.
But let's not knock Low Sox FC.
No, they started the season very well.
They started the season. There's no shame losing in Liverpool.
No, at Anfield.
Let's be completely
I know it's a competitive game too.
Yeah, and they held their own. Did think the referee was a little not favoring Liverpool, but I just thought he was a little bad. Period.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Jack Grealish said is kind of on. I mean,
he let a lot go, which
did.
was fine. I love that.
Yeah,
there wasn't really any tackles that needed to be reprimanded, but like you book a guy for taking a free kick too quickly.
Yeah, I know.
Never seen that.
Pretty crazy.
Whatever.
Has to be mentioned, and I'm people think I'm driving a narrative, but I've had a lot of people message me saying it needs to be mentioned. Florian Wirtz, sorry, he told me stop shaking the table. I'm passionate about it. Florian Wirtz is just not him. And look, he's just not him, and that's okay. Look, I'm not saying he's a bust. I repeat.
Can we say he's not him yet? He's not living up to the price tag yet?
Nowhere near it. He's just nowhere near it. Florian Wirtz is nowhere near it. We're talking about people, and what I said what would happen, and I knew it would happen.
You did,
because people don't realize it's not really biased. Liverpool has a large presence in the media. People say, "Oh, Gary Neville." Gary Neville doesn't write a newspaper column. Jamie Carragher is the lead football writer for the Telegraph, so he can be protected. Peter Crouch is on BT Sport. We saw it this weekend. Peter said, "Oh, he needs time to adapt." Meanwhile, they're bashing Victor Gyökeres, and it's like, Florian Wirtz cost the price of 2 Victor Gyökeres.
Look at you standing up for Arsenal.
But no, it's not just that. It's just that we've seen this before, and they were, don't get me wrong, Anthony was poor. So Anthony had scored his first 3 games. Florian, and don't get me wrong, Liverpool have won 5 from 5. Cool.
Who did Anthony score against in his first game?
Arsenal. But you're being disingenuous if you don't think you're looking at Florian Wirtz, like 115 million. Yes, I know he's technical, but the attributes that price tag, and it's like he can't run past anybody. He obviously, he's supposed to be creative. He hasn't 7 games now. He hasn't got a goal or assist in a team that's won and scoring. So, and the running stats. We're making up running stats. The most sprints. And it's like, look, I'm not saying the guy's terrible. He's obviously highly talented. I just think he's getting a pass, and maybe it's because they're winning. But when I look at him, like, I just don't see 115 million.
I definitely think everybody should have the chance to adapt.
Yeah.
Right? New team, not the style of football that he's used to playing. Tougher league. Everybody knows that. Is he living up to the price tag right off the bat? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Is he getting the criticism that others are getting? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But he deserves some time.
Yeah, he will. He's obviously getting time. I just think from other fans, and people take transfers almost personal sometimes. I don't. I'm just looking at him like, 150 million. I haven't seen like genuinely a lick of talent that's like, wow, like he's got this it factor. But we'll see. I'm sure now he will go on a run because I've said this. Yeah. He was like, look, Kamish, this is what you said, rah, rah, rah. But we'll see.
I was going to say Palace this weekend. He probably scores 2, assists 1.
I was surprised he was on the bench for the Everton game. And actually, Arne Slot came out the game before this and kind of like almost had to like put a buffer out there that, he's adapting and this and that. He also was signed very early, had a full preseason. But that's fine. Nevertheless, the agenda will build.
He's a huge Liverpool fan.
But no, 2-1 Liverpool. Again, they just keep winning and looks like a freight train at the moment. They've already got a decent little gap. It's early. Brighton, 2-2. Spurs threw away a 2-0 Brighton at home, which is unlike Brighton. Xavi Simons was brilliant there too. He was really good versus Brighton. Didn't score, but he was just had his hands all over everything. Comes very close to scoring.
I'm trying to remember it because I was watching. Yes, and they scored off the defender's knee.
Yeah.
It was a good cameo.
I'll give it nice little cameo.
The game was wide open.
It's easy.
So
it's
a great game
to come into. Yes, 100%.
Right? I'm not gonna knock him. He is, and I will say this on air.
Yeah, you're fully as a Dutch fan.
I am a Dutch fan. He is in need of learning physicality.
Yeah. Kind of like Wirtz a bit, really.
If you and that's what you're gonna see when he plays the bigger teams and he starts. Mm-hmm. You watch in the first 5-10 minutes. First time he gets the ball, somebody's gonna hit him.
Yeah,
and you watch what he does after.
Yeah.
If he then comes into the game and wants the ball, I will be happy to see that because in international football, he's a bit of a baby.
Yeah,
he doesn't like to,
and it's way more tactical than league football. We are setting up for one game in a tournament. You're right. Yeah.
So I would love to see that. I don't really like that he's at Spurs, but whatever.
Yeah. Immensely talented. I mean, he's been to Bermuda a bunch of times.
Yeah, he has.
But immensely talented footballer. There is something to say about him. This is not a Xavi Simons or Florian Wirtz hate watch. Hate spew. He has bounced around a bit. It's like people know his talent, maybe his physicality, and I hope he sticks because I like the way he plays football.
Well, Red Bull had to sell him for money.
Yeah, of course,
purposes, So,
but he's at PSV. He's been in the Chelsea academy.
I don't think he's top club worthy. I think Spurs is a
nice club for him. Yeah.
You know who's playing really well at Spurs, which you kind of knew?
Kudus? Yeah, he is. Really nice fantasy sleeper too. He's getting some assists.
Yeah. Getting
a lot of assists. Richarlison's having a nice little season.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever going to be consistently as bad as he was.
Was Solanke hurt?
Yeah, he's been hurt.
Okay.
I had a good laugh because last week, for those that tune into the foreign shows, Talk Sports, Jamie O'Hara, Romero and Van de Ven are the best center back pairing in Europe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They walk into any
I do think they are up there, but they're not the best.
Right, and it's cool. Yeah. You can say that they're a great center back pair. I personally think Van de Ven, if he could stay fit, which he won't, his hamstring's just a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
I think Van de Ven
as good as anybody. I genuinely believe.
I think Romero is again one of the
very nice center back. Yes,
who's getting a little more.
I think no. I'm gonna stop you there. I think he's the only one who can really be like he's kind of like a real one. But I know what you mean. What we were saying earlier.
No, I just mean talent wise. Like he's
not riding Messi's coattails.
He's in the perfect place.
Okay,
he's not top club worthy.
That's true.
He is in the perfect place. He's at Spurs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Spurs can't go on and do top club things, but they're just that shade under. And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. Yeah. I'm not saying it as an Arsenal fan.
That's not a dig, it's facts.
I don't think until sort of last year when we showed it in the Champions League that Arsenal were a top club. We had to get back there. And I think Spurs hit the Champions League a few years ago with Kane and Son. They hit the final, however you want to say it, luck or not, but they were a good club.
Yeah, they were,
They were a lot better than they are now.
Yeah.
And I think they just need to get back there. And Romero being the captain, I thought it might calm him down, but he's still psychotic.
Yeah.
But Jamie would bang on about, best two in Europe. They walk into any side and then get absolutely dog walked in the first half by Brighton.
Yeah.
That was just a good
I agree with you. I think Van de Ven in this league is as good as anyone. I genuinely mean that. I think he's a very good center back. But 2-2 Brighton Spurs. Bunch of draws this week, and actually both teams to score this on Saturday. So it would have been a very nice parlay if anyone hit it. Burnley 1-1 with Forest. Forest and getting his first point. Didn't really watch that game, but tell you what, the relegated teams are much more competitive this year. It's early.
I love it.
Maybe they'll fall off, but they are competitive.
Leeds have 7 points.
Yeah, Leeds have 7. I think Burnley have 4 or 5 or something
Burnley
like that.
could have like 9.
Yeah.
But they keep committing
Palace beat West Ham 2-1. West Ham. I just don't see an out for Graham Potter. Another home loss. Yeah.
Get out.
Unemployment line.
Get out.
Mateta up scoring and Dimitri Mitchell, who's man the match.
Dimitri Mitchell?
Yeah.
Or
Not Dimitri. Tyreek Mitchell, sorry.
That boy that plays
Tyreek Mitchell. I'm thinking plays for Chelsea, his name, is it?
I don't know.
Anyways, go ahead.
That boy that could just go back. That boy that plays for Forest, the England international, Elliot Anderson.
He's really a good player.
He's not gonna be there next year.
No, he's a good player. I didn't realize how young he was.
I don't know.
He's like 23.
Yeah. I don't know if he's United.
He is a very nice player.
If United happen to make the Champions League, which is not out of the question.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 3 points off second place.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that good, but he's not gonna be at Forest next year.
No, he's. I said it earlier. I think I said it earlier. Elliot Anderson's a very nice player.
Oh, you know who else is a good player?
Who's that?
And he caused absolute havoc the whole game against Brighton. That boy Bergvall.
He is class. No, he is. He's not going to be at Spurs long. And
if Spurs don't stay in the Champions League,
I'll tell you what,
he's going to be there next year.
I'm not going to make a claim or prediction, but he has big club in him. Like Bergvall could be at Real Madrid. And Spurs and Real Madrid have a very good relationship.
I don't big up Spurs.
Bergvall is class.
I don't big up Spurs too much. But Bergvall
is cool.
that boy is good. He might be too good for Spurs.
Agreed.
The header versus West Ham was class.
Class, great header. Yeah, got an engine,
and he was all over the pitch versus Brighton.
Yeah, he's got an engine. He can play. He can score goals.
And Casey Castle is my witness. I've told him a bunch of times. Bergvall, class.
Yeah, he is class. Leeds beat Wolves 3-1. Shout out to Calvert-Lewin on the score sheet for Leeds.
Was he?
Yeah. Remember Kyle talked goal bonus? I'm sure with his injury record, they've probably incentivized him for goal bonus because Calvert-Lewin gets hurt brushing his hair. I mean, he gets hurt often. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin opens the scoring. Anton Stack scores a great goal, and then Okafor. But actually, no, sorry. Wolves scored first, and then Leeds 3 unanswered. 3-1 Leeds. Wolves are in trouble. Wolves might have to revisit Nuno.
Hey.
Would he go back? Hey. If you look at the jobs Nuno can take.
Yeah,
why would he? $2 million?
If you have no job and someone offers you one.
Wolves, the jobs going to be available. Wolves, West Ham.
Wolves in trouble?
I think Wolves
are more than trouble.
Wolves are bad.
Wolves haven't replaced any of the good players.
Yeah, sold Cunha, sold Aït-Nouri.
Sold your boy to Chelsea last year.
Oh, Pedro Neto.
Never really replaced him.
They never replaced him. Neves.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, Ruben Neves.
Ruben Neves, sorry.
Wolves, I remember they had like 17
Portuguese, yeah.
Yeah, Wolves are more than trouble.
Yeah, they are. And then we had United Chelsea. Red card happy. Ref was. I'll tell you what. I thought United started really well. I was actually fishing. I caught the second half on the way back from the banks. But I watched the rematch. We watched the game later. Thought United started well. I was actually kind of irritated that Robert Sanchez fouls Mbeumo because it would have been a Sesko assist. And you know what? A lot of people are on Amorim. I actually kind of like how he's embedding Sesko, And it seems like Sesko's starting to come into it a bit more. He's only had one start, which I think is helping him. Unfortunately, he had to come off because of Casemiro's red. I thought he could have taken another player off, but fair enough. But United 2-0 up, cruising. Casemiro gets a second yellow. To me, it's never a yellow card, and I've said this in so many group chats. Shout out to Stefan, who's always dropping the ref acronyms that nobody knows what they mean except him.
SPA.
Yeah.
It's all because of SPA. Or Dorco.
But no, we appreciate it. I love his explanation. And look, Steph's a ref. He's a FIFA certified ref, so I do take his opinion with a grain of salt.
Stephen Mabry is a FIFA certified assistant.
Assistant ref. Get it right.
He is not a certified nobody. Steph, you're my boy.
Yeah.
You are FIFA certified.
But no one knows those acronyms, though.
I learned them.
I did. He's got one for us.
But nobody can take that from you, Hammer. You are a
can.
FIFA certified referee. Him and Randy.
Yep.
I believe Tasha might be too. Mm-hmm. So credit to them.
Yeah.
and Majors.
Yeah.
Amari.
No, fantastic.
Shout
Great.
out to them.
Shout out to them.
They actually, Steph and Randy were away doing the
I saw
game
that. Yeah,
last week.
No,
Top Ends posted that on their story.
That's
Shout out
fantastic.
to Island Stats.
Mhm.
They had the picture up and they posted it. So credit to them. Happy birthday to Earl Basin. Yeah.
no, that was great.
So Bermudians are making waves all over.
All over. And we need refs. Refs are important. But I thought the ref was wrong. That's a great segue, by the way. I thought the ref was wrong on Casemiro.
Non-Bermudian refs are garbage.
I'm going to be quick on this. And I asked Steph, and I said, look, the human aspect, take away the technical rule book. The ref makes a great call, a brave call to not ruin, but he sends off Robert Sanchez, rightfully so, in a big game, in a big TV spot. Do not underestimate that. The refs know when they're in a big game. On TV, for the league, two big clubs, they know that.
It was at Old Trafford. So.
Yeah, but he sends him off. Now, I said, Steph, the ref knows he sent him off. Casemiro deserved his first yellow to me. It's a typical midfield yellow card. To me, Steph, I said, he has no fouls after that, I don't think. His very next foul, which is barely a foul, the ref knows in his mind that he has a chance to even up this game. And that's not cheating. That's just like he feels bad that he had to give the team a ref. That's human instinct. Steph disagreed. But in my mind, it's like he only sends Casemiro off to even that game up because he felt bad that he had to give a red card very early in the match.
So here we
In
go.
my opinion.
Here we go.
It's not a conspiracy.
Because I don't necessarily disagree with you.
Yeah.
But here we go. Here's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I missed, bro. I was 10 minutes late to the game.
Yeah.
It's 1-0 and you got 10 minutes. Like, game's over. I
Yeah.
should leave. So here's my thing. I didn't see it at the time.
Mhm.
I didn't see it live. I didn't see it at halftime, I don't think. I caught it like 2 hours after the game.
Yeah.
People said Bruno the goal. I just saw the finish.
Yeah.
Kicks the ball in the net. Cool. How is Sesko not offside? How does Sesko not kill that play by being offside?
I thought
he is offside.
I thought it was in the way.
He's 100% offside.
Yeah.
He's in front of Chalobah, and Bruno's behind Chalobah. Chalobah has to play Sesko.
6'5" guy.
The 6'5" guy, as the ball comes over,
Yeah.
he has to deal with that. The explanation, I'm not going to say I agree with it. I can say I understand it. I think it's crap. If there's a guy standing offside and the defender is touching him, he is interfering with the play because you have to. And this is why you see in sports generally, they say you need people who have played the game to officiate the game, or at least have the jobs off the field to officiate, like a VAR or a replay assistant. Because they'll tell you, any defender would tell you, I have to play Sesko because if that ball goes to him, I don't know he's offside.
Yeah.
And obviously Bruno was inches onside, goal. Not saying I agree with it. The Casemiro one. So again, here's me, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
When I saw it live, not a foul. But sorry, when I saw it live, I thought it was a foul.
Yeah.
I did not think it was a card.
Yeah.
From where the referee's standing, it looks like he grabs him and throws him.
Yeah.
Now remember, it's split second. You don't get the review.
Once he gives the card,
and
it's
you can't go look at a yellow.
Yeah.
And my thing is, and Arsenal have been guilty of this many times, and everybody says the same thing, and you've just said it, credit to you. Don't give the referee a chance to make a decision.
Sure, yeah.
Don't do it. The guy was going nowhere.
Yeah.
He was going absolute nowhere. I don't know who it was had the ball for Chelsea, one of the young boys.
Yeah, one of the young boys, yeah.
He wasn't going anywhere. They weren't going to score. There was no alarm bells going off. United had it covered. Yes, it might have been 3-on-3.
Yeah, but it didn't look that threatening.
It wasn't threatening.
Yeah.
Don't give the referee a chance to send you
And
off.
once you put two hands on him, you're asking for it because it looks like you're stopping a tactical foul. I agree.
You're giving the referee a chance to do something, and it happened.
And that's a good point you make. It's not like they can go back and look at the yellow and say, look, actually, he just touched him, but then tackles him. Once you give that yellow card, that card's final.
A straight red, you can go back, and look.
Yeah,
and for those people who mentioned Robert Sanchez actually did touch the ball, he did. But he also kicked Mbeumo across both knees.
I thought that was
So that's a no.
Too many Chelsea fans didn't have any problem.
You know, that point is irrelevant. But I am all with the Chelsea fans who 2 weeks in a row, an offside call, marginal, has gone against them,
Yeah.
you do start to feel the snowball.
Yeah,
effect.
definitely.
100%. Been there, done that. Remember when Martinelli got booked twice in 7 seconds?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that since?
Nah.
Had you ever seen that before?
Nah.
No, because it's Arsenal.
Yeah. No, it does feel like they go against you. But yeah, United. Anyways, 2-2.5, 10-10, which your game's evened up. But me and Shane were saying when we were heading back from the banks, I'm like, because it's 10-10, this actually favors Chelsea because the game is actually, it's just more space out there.
And you just knew United were going to sit in and try and
hold on. Yeah.
And that obviously
concede from another corner, which is really annoying. But to be honest, it seems like there is a trend in football how dangerous corners have become. And I'll give Arsenal their flowers. Like, they started at corners now seem like you saw Van Dijk versus Atletico. There seems like a lot of goals now scored from corners. I think it's a lot of study, a lot of set piece study.
It's a lot of copycat league.
A lot of copycat league.
I'm not going to say, but the first one I remember hearing was Arsenal have a set piece coach.
Yeah.
We were the first ones since Stoke.
Yeah.
I mean, Stoke had the long throw, which everybody's brought back now. It's a copycat league and everything goes in cycles. And I think everybody caught on to the fact that they're not really doing a lot wrong.
Yeah,
they're setting picks, but if you're not moving, you're not following anybody.
Yeah.
And everybody just said, well, if you can't beat them, join them.
And I think that people can focus on the delivery now, too. The deliveries have gotten much better.
And that's one thing I always tell people is one thing about Arsenal.
They don't waste too many
Declan Rice drops balls on dimes.
He does.
From corners.
He does.
Saka,
in-swinger and out-swinger.
Saka not bad. Madueke hasn't been great.
He's been great, yeah.
Saka and Declan Rice drop balls exactly where they need to be.
100%.
And any good striker or defender, anybody attacking a corner will tell you, if you put the ball where I can go get it and no one else can, because remember, usually you're outswinging corners. If I was a coach, you took an outswinging corner, I would honestly take you off.
Yeah.
They are the worst thing in football. Arsenal used to do it all the time. And you know what happened? We get scored on.
Yeah.
Because you're automatically, ball's going that way.
Yeah, exactly.
But in swinging corners, anybody would tell you you're going towards the goal. All you got to do is get a head on it. Anybody else is coming, they're usually stationary, so they're not getting the jump, they're not getting the run, and they just put it where I can go up and get it.
Yeah, Chelsea get one off a corner, and then it was, again, squeaky bum time. But credit to United, they held on 2-1, get a win. A big, important win. That is, don't underestimate that win for Amorim to come back, beat Chelsea. You know, United's 5 games now, 2 wins, 2 losses, a draw. In those 5 games, you've played Arsenal first game of the season, difficult. City away, Chelsea at home. It's not the easiest run. To get 7 points out of that, I probably would have told you that would be realistic to me. And United fans, your expectations are lower. Yes, they are. They are. As they should be. We finished 15th. Yeah. But if you would have told me Arsenal, Fulham, City, Arsenal, Fulham, City, Chelsea. Is that 4 or 5 games? It's been 5 games. But yeah, 7 points.
Burnley.
And Burnley. I would have said 7 points. You know what I mean? I thought that would have been maybe a win over Fulham, win over Burnley, draw Chelsea. But nevertheless, then we had the late game. Fulham, Brentford, 3-1. Fulham, nice win.
Fulham looked good too.
Yeah. Bro. Brentford aren't great.
You know what I loved about that? Go back real quick about Fulham. Did you see the goal that Fulham beat Leeds on? It was an own goal by Leeds.
Oh,
yes. The 90th minute.
Yeah.
It's a corner. The Leeds defender is wide open.
Yes, I saw
that.
For
some reason, he's facing his own goal.
Yeah.
And absolutely pots this
top
bins.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like,
comes off his shin, right? Or something like that?
I thought it was a header.
Maybe, yeah.
But it
flies in. It flies
It's in the top bin. Like, you're not saving that. But Fulham, one thing I noticed from this game, because I only watched like the first half hour or whatever, I saw the first 2 goals. Fulham conceded an own goal.
Yeah.
Iwobi immediately went to the young boy. Hey, don't worry about it. Shake it off.
Yeah.
There's, a lot of game left. I don't know what he said, but, he helped him.
Yeah.
Iwobi goes right down the other end and scores, and then Fulham win the game. But, when experienced players do that for the young
actually
guys,
great. Yeah.
I love to see that. That's leadership.
That is leadership, actually.
You know what I mean?
And he's had a really nice career. Fulham.
He's found it.
Probably in London, up to Everton, up north, but yeah, no. Fulham 3-1. Moving on to Sunday, all 3 draws. It won't be long. Bournemouth, Newcastle, just a bad game of football. Newcastle haven't scored away from home in 3 straight games.
Haven't conceded away from home either.
No, that's true. They've had 3 0-0s. First time ever. Just Bournemouth. That's the longest, we say it every year, it's the longest away day for Newcastle.
Yeah. And credit to them, a lot of Newcastle fans were upset but Eddie Howe rotated.
Yeah.
Again, you play Thursday, you play Sunday.
Yeah. It's not easy. It is not easy. And like Kyle, when Kyle always says this, people underestimate. They would have played what? They played Thursday? Yeah, they played Thursday. So they would have got home late, even though they played a home game versus Barcelona. That was a big game, obviously emotional letdown. They lose. They probably don't train Friday, probably because Friday is pure recovery. Saturday, because that's such a long away day, they probably travel to Bournemouth on the Saturday, and then you play Sunday. So I think as fans, so many fans don't underestimate the logistics football takes sometimes, you know what I mean? And like, they probably haven't trained since Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, you have to think of that. But yeah, 0-0. Then we had...
And
Good.
go back to the old cliche, game after a Champions League game.
Always a letdown.
Highs and lows. The highs and lows.
Tell you what, and
and it's not saying it's
no knock to the vitality. Yeah.
It's not a bad result, in my opinion.
No, way to
you
Bournemouth.
Rotated. Bournemouth aren't horrible.
No, at all.
Long trip after a high. You go down to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Lovely day, though.
It was a nice day. Could have been much worse.
Could have been much worse.
I think the commentators actually mentioned
They
that.
did.
Yeah,
They did. But I was thinking it.
Yeah.
Before. But it's not a horrible
result. No.
Newcastle, we can move. Was that the last game?
No, one more. Sunderland, Villa, another draw, 1-1. Sunderland down to 10 men.
That boy from Sunderland, dopey.
Yeah, he is.
Why are you kicking him in the ball?
He's actually started pretty well.
He has.
Yeah.
He has. And they bought him in because he's experienced and he can give him a little something. What they didn't think he would give him was kicking another guy in the ball.
Yeah.
And they would have won with 11 guys. You can't tell me no different. Villa struggling.
Matty Cash up 1-0.
Matty Cash screamer.
Isidore. Yeah, great goal, Matty Cash.
Matty Cash screamer. Jocko with another.
I'll tell you what, my player of the season after 5 games is Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka is knocking ball for Sunderland.
Bro, that assist was class.
It's a class assist.
It's a cushion little head.
Oh, so good. Granit Xhaka is knocking ball for Sunderland, and he's my player of the season after 5 games. If I was given...
That was a John Barry Newsom little cushion head.
Oh, yeah. No.
And you know what I did notice this week in it? I think it was finally me getting pissed off over something I see over and over and over again. Liverpool are very good at it, and Arsenal are very bad at it, but all teams aren't good at it besides Liverpool. And I'm not bigging them up.
Yeah.
I just noticed they're good.
Yeah, you watch football, yeah.
Balls in the air. Let's say center back.
I know what you're saying. Directional heading.
Heading the ball to a teammate.
United's so bad at it.
When you have the chance. I'm not saying every header should go to a teammate. But the other, and I'll piggyback off that in a second, but Van Dijk, the ball's coming out. He's got his left back over here.
Great directional header. Oh,
he just cushions it down. Liverpool have possession. Arsenal had that ball straight up in there.
And doesn't it feel like constant chaos? You're watching the game. It's just constant chaos. It's like, you're right. Van Dijk is so good at just directional heading the ball to his players or away from danger. I watch United where it's a free phase of play. Nobody has control. Ball comes in, you got a chance to head it and maybe keep the ball and calm everything down. No, poor header, turnover. And it's just like, you're right. No, it's true. One of the things in football that grind my gears is like, can we find feet? Can we find feet or head the ball in the direction of our players?
And the other thing I'm sick of seeing
Go ahead.
is
Preach.
balls in the air. And everybody just stands there and waits for it to come down.
Yeah.
Like you stand underneath it, you're jostling. Nobody jumps.
Just jumps, yeah. Sesko did. That's how when Bremo gets in. Yeah, he did it this weekend.
But no, that was different.
A little bit different, yeah.
That was a ball like to him.
Yeah.
Asking to be flicked.
Yeah.
You know the perfect example I'll give you? Chelsea United. Ball goes up in the air. Everybody, including the goalkeeper, does this.
Yeah.
You know what Luke Shaw did? I think it was Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Bat out of hell. Jumps over everybody.
Yeah.
Boom. Down to Casemiro. Go.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
I want the ball more
Desire.
I have the desire to go up and get that. 100%. It happened in the Arsenal game. Now, I know Arsenal and City are known for the pretty boy, but there's no, even Saliba. Like, come through like a truck. One thing Van Dijk does is he comes through.
Yeah.
Saliba, like, you can't, or sometimes Gabriel gets caught up in that over physicality all the time.
Wrestling sometimes doesn't need to, yeah.
But on times where the ball's in the air and he can just go do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, John Barry Newsom, bite. Go through that man. For those that don't know, John Barry was an absolute baller, okay? He's not just a coach that Coach Robin Hood that I told is getting out-coached and he effed me off. That's a fact. I was right, though. I was right. He was. But we learned from that. We're good.
Yeah.
John Barry Newsom in the air, unstoppable. I saw him get beat for one header and we lost to PHC 2-1 then. Oh no, 1-0. And PHC won the league. I've seen him lose one header in his life.
Yeah, 1-1 Villa. Good point. Good point for Sunderland at home being down to 10 men. And then obviously the big one, Super Sunday. Which, if we're frank, it was kind of a tepid fixture. Both teams didn't really want to lose the game. Kind of coming also after a midweek Champions League. Haaland opens the scoring, as you spoke about earlier. Great finish, great run. I can't talk enough about it. The run and the layoff from Reinders is great. We both agreed Saliba could probably maybe make him go the other way, but I just thought
In a perfect world.
And then, yeah, Arsenal kind of just huffed and puffed for a bit. City defended deep, which I thought was very unlike them, but it looks like Pep kind of wants to play that way. You know what it is? It might be who's on the bench now for City, Pep Linders. He's probably writing his second book, taking credit for Pep's treble when he was at Liverpool, because that's what he likes to do. But yeah, they look like they huff and puff. But we often bash Arteta. Well, no, we'll go back. We won't talk about too much of the game. We do talk about how they started. We both hated the lineup. Go ahead.
Oh, look, I've been telling people.
Hated the lineup.
Mikel Moreno cannot start against good quality teams. He can't. If you want to say, let's say Liverpool game, I had no issue with.
Yeah.
Liverpool at Anfield, cool. Mm-hmm. He'll probably do it this week at Newcastle. You do it at City? Not a fan of that.
Yeah.
You do it at United? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know. But when you're at home, City aren't that great. No disrespect to City. It was basically the Doku and Haaland show. And Doku didn't do a lot. Not saying he had a bad game.
Yeah.
Haaland scored.
Yeah.
But
that was it. Yeah.
Haaland had the other chance where he shot at Raya.
Yeah.
And if he squared that, it was 2-0.
Yeah.
Foden was wide open. But he can't play. You can't have three midfielders doing the same thing. And this is what I've said for a year now on this show. And it's going to cost him his job if he continues doing it. I promise you. You bought Eze. You bought Flair. You bought attacking. You bought somebody who just guided Crystal Palace to their first 2 ever trophies. Why isn't he playing?
Yeah.
There is no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. His cocky answer, nobody complained about the midfield 3 in Bilbao. Midfield 3 in Bilbao and the midfield at home
is different
to Manchester City is completely different.
Especially when you smashed them last year.
And we smashed them there last year.
Yeah.
They haven't looked as good as they were in the past. They're there for the taking. Bro, stop doing this. If he and ironically, fully said it a year ago.
Yeah.
Ironically now, commentators are catching on to it. Besides Troy Deeney's an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
You're just hopping on Gyökeres because it's a cool thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's mad he never made it at a top club.
The one thing I will say about...
He always finds Arsenal people to pick on. He hasn't said a word about Sesko.
No, he
hasn't said a word.
Yeah.
Why? Because Sesko would probably see him in the street and bust his ass.
Yeah, he does keep hopping on the...
Beating up Arsenal's the cool thing to do. And last year... And again,
but he even did it when he played, right?
This isn't defending. This isn't defending Arteta or trying to poke fun. No, it's just honest conversation. Last year, we had Trossard sent off at the Etihad on the stroke of halftime for some crap that nobody's ever been sent off for since. Cool. We had 10 men at City. All the commentators, why are you sitting on top of your 18-yard box? Because you want us to go out and play wide open football down a man at City for them to slam us, for you to then say, oh, Arsenal aren't good enough. They scored in the last minute, and we got absolutely battered for sitting in. Absolutely battered in the media. Pep finished that game on Sunday with 0 attackers on the field. 0. Not one sitting on his 18-yard box. And then he brought him up for a high line when he took off all his attackers. Brought on all defenders. He plays a high line that gets him beat. Well, they get beat and they concede a goal, which cost him 2 points. Haven't heard anything from the media.
Nothing.
Nope, because it's not Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Arteta deserves it.
Yeah.
People telling me on Twitter I need to stop being negative. If Arteta's reading my tweets, he ain't paying me no mind.
Yeah.
But if people are starting to catch on.
Yeah.
Because you cannot continue to keep the hand. Thierry Henry said it, and all these Arsenal fans, Henry's just bitter, blah, blah, blah.
Why would Henry be bitter? Yeah.
Why is he bitter? He is a fan that's watching the games and seeing the handbrake on and wondering if you've got all this wonderful attacking flair, why are you playing with the handbrake?
Yeah.
It's okay to start as and not go all guns blazing, 10 guys going forward, you're getting countered. I'm not saying do that. But as soon as you brought on guys that play attacking football and create, guess what we started to do? Create and attack.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing how that happens.
It's crazy. The one thing I would say, and it's created a dilemma, two things I will talk about actually real quick. On Gyökeres, Arsenal clearly don't know how to use him, and I think it's symptomatic of the league and the Prem. You buy a lot of young players who pretty much really aren't ready for that level, but the plan is to get them there. I think Sesko, Gyökeres, Wirtz, all don't look ready. No, Gyökeres has goals. He's got a penalty and he's got another really good finish. But the one thing I would say that I've seen is that's City, United, Arsenal. He doesn't have a shot on target, which is it's not really on him. It just kind of shows Arsenal don't really know how to play towards him. I do think the second point is I think there's a conundrum that Arteta's put himself in. Eze has to play centrally because he's and this is all of Arteta's own doing, by the way. Eze has to play centrally, and it comes because he's made Odegaard skipper, which Declan Rice, as a London boy, is calling out to be skipper. It seems such a small deal, but he cannot drop. He can't drop Odegaard. Like Eze has to be in a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Eze has to play. And it's this conundrum that he's created because he's made Odegaard skipper when it could have been Saliba or Declan Rice. And to me, it comes down to that.
I don't disagree with you. I have been on Odegaard's back. I defended him last year because he was hurt. And I think he came back too quickly.
Yeah.
But he started this season doing the same thing. He takes too many touches.
Yeah, dresses up
stands
the ball.
on the ball, stands on the ball. It drives me nuts. The ball should be two touch at all times.
Pinging around.
We would be killing teams because we just have the creativity. That comes with everybody sitting on top of their 18.
And I think Gyökeres would get more chances.
And that's where Gyökeres would get more chances.
Ball just popped around the corner, he chases it. Things like that, yeah.
But, bro, one thing nobody's talking about, I've seen some rumblings, Declan Rice has started this season awfully.
Has he?
He has not been good.
Really?
He has not. You know when he looked his best? Second half Saturday when we put him at the 6, Zubimendi went and played up higher, and Eze kind of had a free role to create. But if City had stayed back and they hadn't played that high line, we wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, probably.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Credit to Martinelli, great finish.
Great finish, yeah. Great finish.
But you know who won that game?
Oh, got a point. Oh, yeah, no, and United.
Liverpool are 5 points clear of second place.
Yeah.
Tottenham and Arsenal after 5 games.
Yeah.
I get that there's 38 games.
But 5 points is in the way the standard is now. It's a decent little gap.
Bro, they're
not going to lose that many games.
They're not going to lose that many. Last year they did not drop a lot of points.
Yeah.
And they have more firepower this year.
Yeah. And Isak hasn't even really got started yet.
You know who else is quietly having a good season in Europe? Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, he is.
Scoring every game.
Real Madrid is 5 from 5. They've got this young Argentinian right winner that is master.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I don't know how to say his name.
Super player.
He scored today.
Yeah. From a River Plate, I'm like, they found another one.
But they said in the summer that's why Rodrigo was going to be so. I don't think Rodrigo was ever going to be so.
Yeah.
But the talk was that's why Arsenal can get Rodrigo.
No, exactly.
This kid, he keeps playing like he is.
Xavi Alonso, I mean, he's done well. One thing I like, he was a back 3, and I said this in the group chat. He was back 3 at Leverkusen, hung his hat on it. Comes to Real Madrid, plays 4-3-3. Who knew?
Bro.
Who knew they could switch things up from this back 3 system?
Did you see the goal Militao scored?
Yeah. Yeah, great goal.
That Barcelona team good too, though.
Yeah, it is. The La Liga feels back.
They slipped up once.
Yeah.
They did. So that's why Madrid's on top. But Barcelona just keep turning out these.
They do.
Pause. They just keep churning out. Like there's a assembly line of just young, technically gifted, talented kids who just one after the other. Is it Gavi that's
Gavi,
just going
Pedri,
out?
yeah.
One of them's just had surgery and he's out for like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
months. I think it's
Yeah.
Gavi. Could be Pedri.
Yeah.
But you'll just see another one and
Yeah,
another
exactly.
one and another
Who's
one.
playing well at Barcelona? It has to be said. He's not getting his flowers. It's Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong played well last year.
Frankie de Jong is maybe found himself now, probably more secure too, a little bit older.
So I'm hoping that the Dutch midfield is going to be Frankie, Robbenbert, and Ryan.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you what.
That's
I was looking at Holland's team the other day, and I know it's early for internet. Holland has some real talent. It's not the golden generation, but maybe they need that. This underrated generation. Because that midfield is as good as anybody if it's those three. But as we know, if anyone doesn't know Dutch football, there's a lot of politics on who plays.
Well, it'll be those. Hopefully, it'll be those three with Javi wide,
Frimpong at right back,
wide,
hopefully.
And
the two centre backs are class.
Through the middle. So.
Van der Ven, Van Dijk. But yeah, that wraps up our two reviews.
Naples are winning the Italian league.
I think Juve might have something to say this year.
You think so?
I think so.
I would love to see a little.
But Napoli looks strong. Kevin De Bruyne, McSauce. Billy Gilmore scored the other day for them.
He did. Remember him? He was supposed to be the next Jack Wilshere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know one thing I'm getting real sick of? Is this modern day, caught up in the moment, prisoner of the moment, whatever you want to call it. Everybody has to be the best.
Best.
Is he the best right winger ever?
Yeah.
Is he the best center back ever? Not picking on him. Van Dijk was talking like, is Van Dijk the best center back ever?
I thought that was I know.
No.
Can we just
appreciate that right now?
Yeah.
He is extremely good for Liverpool.
Good. Yeah.
You want to joke about his aura defending? Sure, we can all do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Semenyo did make him look silly the way
yeah.
he did what he did. But he's pretty good.
He is good. I think he's up there with one of the best of all time. The only thing, my argument, and it's unarguable, is that if you look at those center backs that we talked about, John Terry, Ferdinand, Vidic, Tony Adams, even, or going back, you look at the strikers they were playing week in, week out. 1 week you had to play Rooney. Next week you might have a Jermaine Defoe. Then you're gonna get Drogba. Then you might get a Michael Owen. You might get or even different eras, Fernando Torres or Luis. In the Prem, Thierry Henry, like week to week. No offense. And football has changed. The number 9 is not as important. They don't really go head to head against defenders anymore. You're getting a Walter Made. You might get a Ollie Watkins. So yes, Holland's of that ilk, but you're getting a Sesko, you're getting a Gyökeres. So let's just slow down. I think it's the easiest time ever to be a center back, and I think that's why we see so many good young center backs. And don't forget, Van Dijk really only hit his pump at like 26, 27. He was a late bloomer. But you look at your Dean Huijsen.
Like those last 2 years at
Southampton, yeah.
And then
he was a late bloomer.
He's been pretty good at Liverpool.
You look at your Dean Huijsen, you look at Saliba, who's, young stud. So I think it's an easier time to be a center back. But it is a lot of prisoner of the moment.
Yeah, that was just an example. There's
not on him, but it's
not you
see it often. You see it so often.
But everybody's got to be the best.
Yeah, the next best thing. Yeah, is Lamine Yamal better than Messi as a teenager?
Yeah. Statistically, yes. If he does it for the next 10 years,
is he the best teenager ever? Like it happens a lot.
Yeah, why do we have to have this conversation?
Yeah, I agree. I mean?
Yeah. But then at the same time, nobody wants to talk about Harry Kane.
No, yeah, that's true.
Harry Kane's putting up Ronaldo and Messi numbers.
Yeah,
let's just call a buck. Goal a game almost.
Yeah.
And he'll probably get there at some point.
And gets a lot of assists.
Real quick, just before we finish, should we just scrap the Ballon d'Or? Okay, let me ask a two-part question.
Okay, go ahead.
Should we scrap it? And if not, do you understand the criteria for winning it?
I don't understand the criteria. I think the champ I think I do. When it's a non-international year, the Champions League takes precedent. I think that's the key. When it's an international year, I think the tournaments outweigh. The World Cup outweighs everything to me, and what seems what it is. But I think the Champions League takes precedent over its own league, over the leagues. As for Dembele winning, he wasn't the right choice to me. It should have been Rafinha. who I don't even like. But if you actually look at his numbers, they're insane. The best player in the world to me is probably Mbappe or Lamine Yamal. But I do think we're almost prisoners of the non-Messi Ronaldo era. So the standard was so high.
That I agree with.
The standard was so high, we forget this is what it was like when players won the Ballon d'Or. No disrespect. And even if you look at the players who were able to break through in the Messi Ronaldo era, wasn't many, but Luka Modric, who was kind of at the end of their time. But Luka Modric had an unbelievable year, taking Croatia to a World Cup final. I think he won the Champions League a couple years in that period. So yeah, I don't know about scrap it because I think it's iconic, but it's strange. Dembele had, I think, 10 goals. But then it's like, are goals everything? Fabio Cannavaro won it because Italy won the World Cup. So we've had strange winners before, but yeah.
I saw a question on Twitter what's the biggest robbery in the history of the Ballon d'Or? And somebody said Lewandowski in 2021.
I thought that's up there.
And shout out to Rock. I completely agree with what Rock said. He just beat me to it. Lewandowski wasn't robbed. He was dissed because they just canceled it.
Yeah.
And he was going to win it.
Yeah.
He had a phenomenal year. Should have won it. Would have won it. But they canceled it. Thierry Henry was the biggest robbery.
What year are we talking?
It was 2005 or something. He had like 35 goals, 25 assists, and Pavel Nedved won it with like
I remember Pavel
5 goals and 3
Pavel
assists.
Nedved's one who's that was
a popularity contest.
Yeah, popularity.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Ever since then, I just been like, I don't know what the criteria for this is. In my opinion, Cannavaro, who was good for
Italy in that
World Cup. He also moved, I think, that summer from Juventus to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Not sure he ever really played at Real Madrid because he was always hurt.
Always hurt, yeah.
But he was, he's a solid center back.
Yeah.
But like you said, maybe the World Cup.
I think the World Cup
gave
definitely
him that
puts
boost.
you over, yeah.
Sure. The next 15 years, it was those two.
Yeah.
You just know.
And there was no argument.
I
think Ribéry had a real shout one year. I think Robin had a shout one year, but you was never
scored 92 goals in a calendar year. You are the best player in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
But these days, obviously, I do think that you make a great point that we've come down. Nobody's scoring 95 goals in a year or 92 goals, whatever it was. Nobody's scoring 15 hat tricks and winning a treble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy stuff.
If a guy's winning a treble, he's getting 30 goals.
Yeah. Or he's just a part of he's a cog in a great team who's very important. No disrespect to Rodri, but even last year I was like, Rodri's a great player. But should a holding midfielder win the Ballon d'Or? I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to be the best player.
The award's never really been described.
You take him out of City last year and look what happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my argument for Rodri. Again, I don't knock anybody that wins it because I don't know what the criteria for winning it is.
No, exactly.
Is it a popularity contest? Is it, like you said, a World Cup's 10 points, European is 9, and Champions League's 8. So if there's none of those other things, Champions League winner, I don't know. I don't know how it goes. How do you guys feel? Do you think Dembele should have won the Ballon d'Or? Is he the best player in the world? Did he deserve it? If not, who do you think should have won it?
We'll put that up in the chat in our story. Actually, we'll ask that question.
We'll clip that one up.
And then quickly, just a real quick review. We're just gonna go pick winners. 8:30. United, Brentford. Do they go back to back? Yes or no?
Draw.
I'm gonna be quicker because we are a little bit long. The next 2 games are the most important games for Ruben Amorim. Brentford away, Sunderland at home, then the international break. If he has that will be his best month if he can go bang, bang, 6 points, 9 points from 12. I think it's his 2 most important games to turn the tide for United. He needs 6, minimum 4. Minimum 4.
Is he back in the job?
If he wins those 2 games, I think he gets some more time. Because after that, remember, there's only one more international break, November. And then I think if United don't sack him in that time, you're making the same mistake. You're waiting too long. But also, it looks like the way the league is, I said earlier, I think Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal are the top 3. I think England, if 4 of the teams make it to the round of 16, England gets a 5th spot. I think 4th and 5th are wide open. I think there isn't a fourth best team in the league. I think anyone could win. Chelsea could beat United.
Spurs are looking good.
They are, but they also, yeah. So I think it's wide open. But I think United do get back-to-back wins this weekend.
Yep. I say draw.
Okay. Chelsea Brighton at the Bridge. This game always has fireworks.
I was going to say Chelsea absolutely stomped them. Remember Palmer 4 goals?
Yeah.
Palmer's hurt.
He is
3 to 4 weeks.
Second time now.
Yeah.
That Club World Cup.
By the way, real quick, let's just revisit that. The substitutions Maresca made on Saturday.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like, I get you lost a goalkeeper, so somebody's got to come. But
why would you take Cole Palmer?
You put somebody on for like 5 minutes and took him back on. Yeah. And then they got a red.
I don't think
he got no attacking players.
I don't think he knows his best 11. And what's hurting Chelsea is for all the players they've signed, they signed a shitload of players. They haven't signed a single center back that's decent. Trevor Chalobah is playing, no disrespect to him, but they have an unlimited budget and they're still playing Trevor Chalobah. Like, at least, you say United signed player. All right, at least we're playing Lenny Euro, De Ligt's playing, and a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's a massive issue at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Robert Sanchez is a liability.
And you know what, Joe? Shout out to Raisa, because she said it from she does not like Sanchez.
Yeah.
The guy had been good. But we always say he's got the capability of doing something really stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
And he did something really stupid.
Chelsea Brighton, what you think?
Draw.
I say draw as well. Palace, Liverpool. Istanbul.
At Palace?
Yeah. They've been spanked here before, but I think it'll be difficult for Liverpool. I think the chickens come home to roost. I think Palace get a draw.
Okay.
I think they get a draw. Leeds, Bournemouth at Ellen Road. Tough place to go. That place will be rocking, 11 o'clock.
Go on the Leeds.
I think Leeds. Man City, Burnley at the Etihad. Bath.
Go your team with Manchester.
Bath, yeah, Bath.
Mind you, Burnley can go sit in.
Yeah.
And make it very difficult. It might not be a
and City don't have that real to open you up like they used to.
So I still think City.
If City score early, but I think that game, if Burnley can drag them, then they'll do something stupid and give away a penalty. But I'm going to go City. Forest Sunderland, kind of a big game this at the City ground.
At the City ground?
It's a big game for Ange. Again, he likes to play a high line. Forest are used to sitting deep.
I'm going to say Forest.
Yeah, I'll say Forest. Tottenham Wolves at White Hart Lane.
Wolves are getting bathed.
Yeah, Wolves get bathed. So it looks like Spurs City players in your team this week.
I don't put Spurs players in my team.
Sunday, Villa Fulham. Big game.
I put Pedro Porro.
Yeah. Who's very good, actually. We got bashed for having him in team of the season. It's a very good right back, Pedro Porro. Very good.
Did he make the final team, or was it halfway he made?
He was in the halfway.
I think he made halfway.
But he's a good right back. Villa Fulham. That's a big game for Villa at Villa Park.
Fulham aren't very good away.
Nah.
Draw.
Then the big one, Newcastle, Arsenal. Not a happy hunting ground for a lot of teams, but not a happy hunting ground for Arsenal. Famously gave away a 4-0. Cheek Teode, rest in peace.
That's a dark side, is it?
Newcastle tend to try and bully Arsenal. Two big things I always say. Is the ref going to let them be bullies? Because it fits in their MO. It kind of fits in, Arsenal's this, which I think the ref often falls into the trap of. A couple years ago, it was despicable how they were. But yeah, Newcastle, Arsenal, what you think? St. James?
Draw.
Really?
I have no faith in my coach.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. He's going to start Marino. He's gonna be bullheaded. He's going to be himself. Like I said, quote me on this. It's going to cost him his job. Mm-hmm. I think the owners would be a lot more. They would take finishing second if we go ball out.
Yeah.
And we just get beaten. Liverpool concede goals, right? People want to say, Saliba and Gabriel don't concede goals. No, but we don't attack.
No, you don't.
So it's very difficult to score on us because we've got 9 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
Or, we dominated City. We did not dominate City. We dominated the ball against City.
Yeah.
We did not dominate City.
There's a lot of side
Dominating City means we had 72 shots on goal. Mm-hmm. Donnarumma stood on his head, pulling him out of the pigeon. And we did not do that.
Yeah.
And again, I think Arteta will be bullheaded. He will go. We've lost Madueke now, so the lineup's going to have to revolve around who's available.
And as they play off, or Saka's back, I guess.
Saka's back. Saka will play. He's going to be bullheaded. He's going to go do what he thinks he can do,
Yeah.
and we will drop points again, and he will be his little arrogant self all over again. And yeah, that's just what I see.
Yeah, it's a big game for them because, like, we said 5 points. Might not sound like a lot, but the standards out there, Liverpool aren't going to lose that
And
many
Liverpool
games.
play first.
Yeah. So
And that's what I thought. I really thought, because Liverpool won the derby, I said, okay, cool. Arteta knows we need to win now. We need to match Liverpool.
Yeah.
So we'll get a little attack inside. I didn't think Saka would start, but I knew he'd be on the bench.
Yeah.
Eze's got to play, and he didn't do it. And to me, that's a major letdown. And I hate to say it, but I was proved right, because in that first half until the very end, we didn't create a goddamn thing.
No, nothing.
Because we have 3 midfielders all doing the same thing.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I think Arsenal squeak by. I think Arsenal in a tight one. And then Monday, Everton, West Ham. I think this is Graham Potter's last game. David Moyes will have them boys riled up for how they treated him. And the new Goodison, whatever it's called.
Hill Davidson.
Yeah, I think that's Graham Potter's last game, Everton, on Monday.
Low Sox FC, 100%.
Yeah.
Low Sox FC. It's nice to see Diblin finally play.
Yeah, it was actually.
I just thought he could have left Njayo and just gone all out attack.
A little bit.
Losing 2-1 or 3-1, who cares?
And they were competitive, yeah.
And they were around about with the show.
Yeah.
Just thought he could have done that, but again, Everton need a goal scorer.
They do.
Watching Barry and Beto.
Beto, yeah. And he's trying to switch it up, but yeah.
So real quick, because this is a long one, but we got 2 weeks to catch up for. Real quick, who's a low Sox striker that they could sign?
Low Sox.
He's got to be low Sox.
He's got to be low Sox, yeah.
It's got to be.
We'll come back with one, actually.
I'm thinking of one, but I can't put the name to it. Like, there's definitely a striker out there that wears low Sox. Who's a striker that wears the socks low that would fit perfectly at Everton? Because that's the next purchase.
That's what Beto's got to do. He's got to put his socks low. It's probably not scoring goals.
But yeah, that wraps us up. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I don't know if we don't win back-to-back games. What I'll be like on next Tuesday. This is his chance. But anyways, that's all I'm going to leave it.
All right. I'm just going to say, as we sign off, I completely agree with North Village coach Cal Dill Jr. And I've heard this from a bunch of players, some who advanced, some who didn't in the Dud League. Congratulations to those teams that did advance to the semifinals. I believe it was Dandytown. I can't remember. I had it written down. But the teams that advanced and the teams that didn't, they need to change the Dud League format. Whether you have 2 groups or 5 or go back to when it was just the top 6 from the previous season, change the format, because it's quite unfair to see teams having to play more games and less games and this and that. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of times people don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
So just change the format back. I completely agree with
Top 6 made sense before.
I agree. If you want to do everybody involved, do 2 groups of 5.
Yeah.
Let everybody get a shot, but then it's equal. Top 2 go through. You've played the same 4 teams. Boom, we move.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents. I don't know if anybody's listening, but thanks for joining us. See you next week. Stay Irie.